Growing up, I mean, that's all we did was go to races. Me and my brother Rich were real close. My older brother Jack is a little bit older than us. He went to races with my dad and raced all the time. We kind of rode bicycles around at all the races, but we got carted to races since I can remember. Monday through Friday was, the typical family stuff, but it seemed like the weekends brought us all together. So it was great. I couldn't imagine not having that life growing up with that. I think that's a lot of experience that you can gain, and I've gained through that, and just disciplines and so forth, going to races and respect, and I learned, and realized that then, but I learned a lot with that, and that's why I carry that same tradition on, through racing, and hopefully something I can give back or pass on. Regardless of how fast you ride a motorcycle, it really doesn't matter a lot of times. At first, I didn't know if I could make it race the nationals. I was kind of, I could win some local stuff, and then I'd go to my first couple of nationals if they were in our local series, and I'd have a hard time. I really didn't do that well, and then I bit the bullet, and we got a ride with KTM, which I was lucky enough. KTM was kind of restructuring their program, and first year I struggled. I really struggled until I kind of, I think I had the right people around me at that time, and that was, of course, Al, Melissa, and we had our own team type of deal. And I couldn't ask for any better people, one for Monday through Friday, two, getting me focused on what I needed to focus on. I think that was really, really big. And then once I realized, that we won a race and we had a really good team, I was like, kind of shocked, like, man, we can actually do this. And it was, a wave that just kept on trucking. It felt like the more confidence they gave me to build on, the more I could win, the more I wanted to win, So that's, got me to where I am now, I think. It all started when we were fortunate enough that we had a really good two-stroke, and I rode it well, and KTM was coming out with a four-stroke. 2001, 2002, man, the four-stroke started coming along. We're like, this thing it's pretty reliable. It was lightweight at that time compared to what they were before, and it was fun for me. As soon as I jumped on it, it just seemed like it was something different, something new. I didn't realize then what a big impact it was, but then me and consider at the last couple of those years, I'd still go back to a two-stroke and start the year, win a championship early on, and switch to a four-stroke and kind of ride at the end of that year. And then once I won on it a couple times from National Enduros, I think Alan gave me one, and I kept riding it. I rode all winter long, and then it was like, hey, we're full force. We're jumping on this thing next year all the way through. And I didn't even blink an eye. I didn't even think like, man, this is a disadvantage. Man, I don't know if I can do this. I just loved riding that motorcycle. My KTM 400 was probably the best bike for me, and it just seemed like it did good. My riding style or whatever it ended up being, I'm not a real finesse guy. I kind of bulldog through stuff. I feel I'm a thrasher. Worked for so long, and that's where I'm happy to say that that was my favorite bike, and that we made we established the four-stroke thing a little bit more in racing, and that you could do it on that, and it was a good era right there to have that opportunity at that time.